All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Mets Weekly as we are live at this very moment on YouTube and on X for watch along coverage of Mets versus Royals. Game 94 of 162. Before we begin, I want to remind everyone to subscribe to the Mets Weekly YouTube channel for new episodes of the Mets Weekly podcast. There will be one tomorrow at about 5 o'clock live before we get into the next series. For those who are watching or listening on playback, you want to join the conversation in the future, make sure to turn on those post notifications to know when we go live. Make sure to follow Mets Weekly on X and on TikTok. Follow all of us individually. The links are in the description. So, folks, here we are for a series finale, another game, another watch along. We are here watching this very torturous team to watch. But hey, we're just going to get through it together. Either way, the Mets took the second game of this series last night, had a big explosion later on in the later innings in the eighth inning. 5 runs in the bottom of the eighth. After Christian Scott gave you some solid innings, and then you had, a tight game, close game that they had to play for quite a little bit, and then you had the offensive explosion. You had A.J. Ewing continuing to do A.J. Ewing things. He's now up to an .813 OPS on the season, just having himself a phenomenal rookie campaign since being called up. And we're going to see if they can get a series win today. Let's all hope, right? Let's all hope. Either way, let's get into this pitching matchup. For today, Sean Manaea will be on the mound today, coming off of a start in Atlanta where he kind of got screwed by his defense and some to his own fault as well. But either way, listen, he's going to have to find a way to bounce back against it. We know that I think this Royals team has not fared well against lefties this year, so hopefully he can use that to his advantage. We will see. But on the other side, we will have Michael Wacha, the former Met, who was here in the pandemic season in 2020. It did not go well, and ever since then, he's kind of revitalized his career. Ever since, he was part of the USA team for the WBC this year. This year, having another really good season as a workhorse arm. He's thrown 114.2 innings pitched so far this year already, leading the American League in innings. He has a 3.45 earned run average. He has really carved out quite a career for himself ever since having that burst onto the scene with the Cardinals, and then before then kind of sagged off a little bit with injury. But either way, he's been a really good arm, and it's typical, right? You leave the Mets and all of a sudden there's that contact manager. We know the drill, I'm sure. If you need a refresher, 6-pitch righty, 4-seam changeup, cutter, sinker, curveball, slider, high arm angle that he throws from. Not a big swing and miss pitcher, but he knows how to contact manage. He knows how to get ahead in the count. And we'll see what the Mets can do against a guy who can provide a lot of volume and likely will be probably available at the trade deadline for some team that is buying. That team will not, that obviously will not be the Mets. But yeah, he has another year and then a club option. So he'll probably have a decent amount of value, but we'll see what happens there. But for the meantime, we've got ourselves a baseball game to play. We'll get into these starting lineups. Leading off the center fielder, this is for the Royals. Leading off the center fielder, Lane Thomas. Batting second, the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Batting third, the first baseman, Salvador Perez. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, former Met, Starling Marte. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Nick Lofton. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Jack Caglione. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Isaac Collins. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Tyler Tolbert. And batting ninth, the catcher, Luke Maile, who's getting his first start of this series. On the Mets side, pretty much the same, maybe a few little tweaks to the lineup, but nothing crazy. Leading off, the center fielder, A.J. Ewing, batting second. The left fielder, Juan Soto, batting third. The shortstop, Bo Bichette. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, Carson Benj. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Francisco Alvarez. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Jared Young. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Mark Vientos. That should be interesting. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Brett Baty. And batting ninth, the catcher, Luis Torrens. So no Lindor in the lineup. Interesting. Maybe it's just a day off for him. Scheduled day off. What's going on, Matt? For those of you in here, I'm just going to let you know I am kind of focusing here on half of a headache. So if I sound a little bit less energized than I usually am on these streams, you will see I have a decent amount of caffeine to hopefully get me through these 2.5 hours. I hope that this game goes quick because I also have a show to prep. So thank you to my headache for landing on this day, which is a very busy day regarding my responsibilities here at Mets Weekly. So I want to thank the headache gods for that. Either way, we are 2 minutes away from first pitch. And Sean Manaea will take the mound. 4.76 earned run average. I'm not sure if they accredited the earned runs from that error in Atlanta yet. He may still have that, but they definitely will probably overturn that at some point because, I mean, come on, but still says 6 earned runs. You just never know. All right. All right. All right, so Lane Thomas, Witt Jr., and Salvador Perez to start this one off. Manaea makes his way out to the mound. This is his 6th start back in the rotation. So we'll see if he can give us some quality innings. He's been okay, not to the level that we want him to be with him signing that contract two off seasons ago. There's Starling Marte batting fourth. Didn't know that he was wearing number 0. He pinch hit last night against Brooks Raley in a big spot, but he grounded out. So we'll see if we get a ovation from the fans here. You'd have to guess that this might be Starling Marte's last year in the majors, but you never know. Overall, on the contact side, he's been okay, but, you know, we all know the power is pretty much zapped. 658 OPS. Good to see him back. I love Marte. One of my favorite players in this game when I started watching baseball. That contract, yikes, though. Contract we gave him was a yikes. Either way, there's the Mets defense from left to right. Soto in left, Ewing in center, Benj in right. You got Mark Vientos at third base, which is just phenomenal. First pitch from Manaea is driven out to left field. Soto's not even going to look. It is to the back of the first deck. 1 pitch, 1 run, and the Mets are down 1-0. Lane Thomas with his 7th home run of the year. And just like that, we are down. Lovely. Exactly how you want to start this day, right? Wouldn't want it any other way. Am I right? So Manaea continues to struggle against the right-handed hitters the way that he has been since re-entering the rotation. 1-0 Royals. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. First pitch is grounded to the right side. Beatty's got it. Throws on to first. 1 out. So 2 pitches, and there you go. There's that big. Listen, you guys know I already said in our last podcast episode, Lane Thomas, this guy has murdered the Mets. Don't let those season numbers fool you. He has had quite a career against the Mets. He does a lot of damage. That'll bring up Salvador Perez, starting at first base. Definitely not a catcher really anymore. Getting into his old age. Not much of a hitter either. Either way, he has hit in this series, though. Figures, right? 3 for 9. He's driven in 3 runs. That fastball is in there for a strike and counts 1-1. The 1-1 is popped up past the infield in the shallow center field. Beatty calls for it, makes the catch, 2 out. Here's Marte. Takes a first pitch sweeper up and in. One. Sinker is fouled off into the right field seats. Manaea sets the 1-2 to Marte, and it is slapped over to first. And the flip over to Manaea cannot come up with it. That likely will be ruled a hit, given the speed of Marte, which he doesn't have much of left, but it is a 2-out base runner for Kansas City. That'll bring up Nick Lofton. Yeah, he was going to beat him to the bag either way, so. Tough angle there for Jared Young. There was a similar play like that against Polanco last night that loaded the bases. First pitch to Lofton, it misses low, and Starling Marte has been caught stealing at second base. Let that be a lesson to you, Marte. Don't run on Luis Torrens. That'll retire the side. However, Kansas City takes a 1-0 lead on the first pitch of this game. Lane Thomas, his 7th home run of the year. Kansas City won. The Mets coming up. We go to the bottom of the first. Michael Wacha will go out to the mound. Don't run on this cat. Damn right. Damn right. Luis Torrens, one of the best arms, all of baseball, behind the plate. Very important to this team. All right, for those of you in here, make sure you hit the like button if you have not already. Would be greatly appreciated. Missed a couple of games. What are your thoughts on the potential of trading Alvarez and Torrens? I don't think it's going to happen, but I definitely wouldn't listen to offers. Definitely would. Hopefully Lindor. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look how cute. They're showing a montage of Soto and Lindor. Look at this amazing propaganda to try and mask the fact that Lindor is a disgusting communist. Here's A.J. Ewing. First pitch swinging. Hits it out to center field. Lane Thomas is under there, so that one won't leave. 1 out. A.J. Ewing has been hitting the cover off the ball. Pretty much anything off his bat, we think that he's going to leave at this point. But 1 out there. Got to bring up Juan Soto. So a lot of first pitch swinging so far this year. There's Michael Wacha. Spent 2020 with the New York Mets. It did not go well. Cardinals, would you trade Lindor for Carson? Okay. Would you trade Lindor for Tatis? Hypothetically, no, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. The 1-0 curveball misses. If people are upset with Lindor and his attitude and his antics or whatever, you're not going to be happy with Tatis. And not to mention, he's more of a right fielder now. The 1-1 to Soto, changeup is fouled off, and the Mets have their outfield set for next year. Look at the age difference. Tatis also really hasn't been that good since coming back from the steroid suspension. Sinker fouled off. Still 1-2. Soto's 2 for 6 in his career against Michael Wacha. The 1-2. Changeup misses down and away. Gonna see a lot of changeups from a guy like Wacha. 2-2. Changeup. Fouled down the first base line. Plus he gets along with Soto. Was it who didn't get along in San Diego? There was somebody who didn't get along. Was it Machado and Soto? I don't know. The 2-2 called strike 3 on the sinker on the outer half of the plate. 2 out. Soto obviously hunting for something else. And he pays for it. Wacha is an all-star this year. I think he's one of the two between him and Bobby Witt. Well-deserved. Here's Bichette. First pitch fastball is fouled off. Bichette's 2 for 10 in this series. Yo 1, change up, foul into the left field screen. And it's 0-2. Marte got along with Soto. That was Machado. Bichette does have quite a career against Wacha. The 0-2, curveball, down and away. He is 7 for 16 with a home run. One, two. High fastball fouled away. Wacha sets the 1-2. Sinker is fouled off. One, two. Fastball fouled off. And Bichette calls time. The 1-2. Caught a piece of that not change up, sinker. Bichette continuing to make Wacha work. The 1-2. Cutter's fouled off. Eight pitches deep into this AB, about to be a ninth. One-two to Bichette. Grounded softly to the right side. Perez flips it over to Wacha covering first. He looked like he almost tripped there. And that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. We go to the second. 1-0 Kansas City. See, Carson, your vitriol has made Beatty powerful for a bit. Wouldn't count on it. All right. Headache's getting a little bit better. That's good. All right. Beatty is the worst Mets offensive player I've ever seen. The one that plays every day, you can make an argument for him being one of the worst. Like an everyday player. It'll be Lofton, Caglione, and Collins for Kansas City here in the road second against Sean Manaea. 10 pitches in that first inning, however, gave up a run in the on the first pitch of the game. Braves and Pirates in the third inning right now in Pittsburgh, 2-0 Atlanta. And a lot more later games as well. So that tells me that I have a little bit of time in between for some stuff, so that's good. First pitch to Lofton, sweeper, catches the inside corner for strike one. Lofton has been destroying the ball in this series. He's 4 for 8. And a home run against the debuting Sellinger in that 7th inning from hell 2 nights ago. Fouls off that sweeper. He's down 0-2. Calls time. Having himself a solid year. 769 OPS. Pretty much the starting third baseman for this Royals team. Fastball fouled off into the right field crowd. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Got him with the fastball away. First strikeout for Manaea. 1 out. I've decided after the WBC I want Pasquantino at first base. He'll heal the clubhouse. I mean, I like Pasquantino. He's hurt a lot, though. And I think he's hurt now. Yeah. Here's Caglione. He lays off that sweeper out of the zone for ball 1. That sweeper's fouled off for strike 1. Caglione, 2 for 10 in this series. At one point, a two-way prospect out of Florida, 4th overall pick a few years ago. Sinker catches the bottom part of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2, swung on and missed, got him with a fastball up and away, just like he got Lofton. Back-to-back strikeouts to start off the inning here from Manaea. Gotta bring up Isaac Collins, not Zach Collins. Zach Collins was a mediocre basketball player for the Blazers. Shout out Zach Collins. Isaac Collins, 2 for 7 in this series. First pitch, sweeper misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0, sinker on the inner part of the plate for strike 1. The 1-1, sinker misses down and in. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1, grounded softly. Manaea backhands it off the mound, flips it over to Young easily, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Sean Manaea with 2 strikeouts. As we go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Kansas City. My Mets source swears Contreras was offered for Beatty, sickening. Yeah, no, that's one of the big. That was one of the big mistakes they made. That was the big mistake. It wasn't letting who walk. That wasn't the big mistake. It was the fact that they didn't get a first baseman. That was pretty much it. They went to Polanco, who I actually thought played a decent first base, but he got hurt. He obviously hasn't played that much. And also, like, the physical and attribute part of first base was probably not ideal long-term for Polanco either way. They also, they believe that maybe Ryan Clifford can take a step forward. He's had a just atrocious season in AAA. And then, they needed to get a first baseman. They didn't get a first baseman. And then they relied on saying, oh, well, Beatty and Vientos will hold it down. Both of them have been disappointing. Their reliance on that big four, the baby Mets, or whatever you want to call them, that was one of the epitomes of this team failing. Other reasons for that, but we'll see. Guys, I think will get traded are Weaver, Raley, Peralta, Minter, Polanco, and Terrens. I'd say Polanco and Terrens are going to stay, because I still want Polanco as our DH. I know a lot of people are down on him, but first pitch fastball misses upstairs to Benj. Benj had 2 hits last night. Just pretty much an everyday span for him. Sitting at a 737 OPS. Sinker in there for a strike. Square peg in round holes, yep. There is no baseball next year. We don't need a DH. Depends on what they think what they expect is going to happen. Cutter in there for a called strike. It's 1-2. The 1-2, emergency hack. That one was running in on his neck. Fastball fouled away into the left field seats. And that was more of a very unconventional swing from Benj. You usually don't see him chase ones like that. But basically just surrendering it. 1-2, changeup misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. What's going on, Michael? Yeah, you do need him to stay healthy, yeah. 60 games next year. We'll see. Changeup misses down. That runs the count full. Francisco Alvarez on deck. I don't know. I have a very strong feeling, guys, that they're going to use the mentality of, well, this team got injured, so we're going to try it again. Fastball fouled off. I hate to say it. Now, do I believe that that should be the case? No. But we'll see. The 3-2. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 4. Mets have a leadoff base runner here in the second. That'll bring up Francisco Alvarez. This dope franchise better extend Benj and Ewing right now. I mean, I would do it. Why not? Either way, if they do disappoint, it's not hard to move, right? It's not hard money to move. You know, if they're each making like $6 million a year or something, you know. Either way, here's Alvarez. First pitch, cutter, misses up and in for ball 1. Alvarez had an RBI in that 5-run 8th inning yesterday. Waka sets the 1-0. Cutter misses outside for ball 2. So Waka having a little bit of trouble commanding his fastballs. Free agent market this offseason is bad. True. There's a lot of factors going into next year, and we'll see how they address them. 2-0. Sinker misses up and in. 3-0. Jared Young on deck. Taking all the way. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. The 3-1. Swung on and missed at a high fastball, swinging at ball 4 there. Great approach. Great approach there, Alvarez. Amazing. All right, so we'll see if Benj runs. Looks like he is. Swings and misses. That's strike 3 to Alvarez, but Benj takes second base, his 13th stolen base of the year. 1 out. Runner in scoring position for Jared Young. I would try to talk Bichette into an extension now. I would use it. I would use it to an advantage of him having a rough year. Of him, see if he's willing to opt in. We'll see. We will see. I don't know. Again, the lockout could also determine that too. Fastball fouled off for the first pitch to Jared Young. Young 2 for 7 in this series. The 0-1. Changeup misses down and in for ball 1. The 1-1. Rip towards the right field corner. That's going to fall right in front of the wall. Caglione picks it off perfectly off the wall. Benj comes in to score. Sliding with an RBI double is Jared Young, and this game is tied here in the second. Just got confused by the camera angle they were just giving you. That was weird. Anyone else see that? So Benj stealing second base benefits this team offensively. You also don't have the liberty of Alvarez possibly grounding into a double play. So there's that. That'll bring up Vientos. That's first hit of the game as well. RBI double. Here's Swaggy V with an opportunity. First pitch, swings and misses at that slider. It's an 0-1. It's 0-1. Vientos, I don't think has had an AB yet in this series. Has he? I don't think so. Not sure. Either way, the 0-1 from Waka. And it hits him. Oof. May have got him on the right wrist there. Ooh, Vientos is some really, like, some Deep pain right there. Yikes. Oof. So trainers will come out along with Andy Green as Vientos will see if he can shake this one off. Jeez. He reacted like he just got shot. Yeah, right on that right wrist. Oof. Looks like Vientos will stay in the game. He is at third base, so you might have to put Lindor in this game. Maybe you put Wagaman. I don't know. If Vientos has to leave. I put Wagaman at third base, maybe. Jeez. Charge the mound. It might be something that Vientos tries to do. All right, well, he's going to stay in the game. No need for a pinch runner. We'll see if he stays in. Is he hurt? I don't know. All right, well, we'll see how that fluctuates throughout the game. Either way, Brett Baty's up. Go viral. 2 on, 1 out. Mets already have a run home here in the second. Baty's got an 8-game hitting streak. Oh, boy. They actually interviewed him about that last night. It's actually pathetic, dude. He's the greatest Make-A-Wish kid of all time. Changeup misses upstairs for ball 1. It's unbelievable. They're just jonesing. They're jonesing to get something from Baty. The golden boy. The 1-0. Changeup hits the top part of the zone for ball 1. Or for strike 1, excuse me. Wacha about to approach 40 pitches on the day. That curveball misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 popped up into shallow center field. Thomas calls for it, makes the catch. 2 out. Don't move Baty to shortstop. He can play anywhere. Yep. Yes, I will continue to shit on Brett Baty because he's horrible. Please don't get it twisted. Here's Luis Torrens. Plays off that slider. Down and away for ball 1. Torrens 1 for 5 in this series. A 599 OPS. Same as Baty's right now, by the way. Fastball clips the inside corner for strike 1. The 1-2 called strike on the bottom part of the zone. As Torrens calls time. The 1-2, strike 3 called, got him with the changeup on the down in part of the plate, and that'll retire the side. However, the Mets do tie the game here in the second. Jared Young, an RBI double. We go to the third, tied at 1. You went through this with Zach Wilson? Yeah. I wasn't really big on him. I didn't really. But that entire QB class was a disaster. Aside from Trevor Lawrence, who is actually an everyday starter, he's been underwhelming too. But that entire class was a mess, complete mess. This place is empty, a lot of day camps. Yeah. But the Knicks fans in there, by the way, Jordan Clarkson's back, 1 year, $3.9 million, which I think is veteran minimum. Okay, so Mark Vientos is out of the game. Brett Beatty moves from second base to third base. Tyrone Taylor will play center field, comes in batting seventh. And then A.J. Ewing will get a look at second base. So interesting. We have not seen A.J. Ewing at second base just yet. Tyler Tolbert leads off for the Royals here in the road third. Tolbert's been a pain in the ass this entire series so far. Had a 5-hit game in the series opener. Takes a called strike there on the sinker in the inner half of the plate. And then robbed Juan Soto of an extra base hit last night on a very nice catch. So he's definitely made his mark here in Queens. The fastball is fouled off. Scouting report on Ewing at second base. I've only really heard about him as a center fielder. Maybe we'll look that up in between innings. Let's see. But he can play it. So maybe we will see that if Robert ever does come back. I don't know. 1-2. First base umpire said he did not go on that high fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I do want to see Robert play, though, before the deadline, because I want to see if they can possibly trade him. Odds are you're going to get better back for him with the team option he has. Or odds are you're going to get almost anything relatively that you gave up with Acuna, because Acuna is horrible. So, after sweeper is fouled off. Keith Hernandez has no... Yeah, I saw that. LeBron going to the Sixers. Was that announced? I would have gotten the notification. I think I have Shams on right now. Or Shams or whatever. 2-2. Fastball fouled back. The 2-2. Cutter is popped up foul. They'll go out of play. Tolbert continuing to be a massive pain. This will be the 10th pitch of the AB to Tolbert. The 2-2 hit on the ground. Sharply to shortstop. Bo plays it on 2 hops. Throws him out by a half step. 1 out. There's between innings. Look at Vientos' hand. Yeah, he has played second base. He was drafted as a shortstop, played second, and then they brought him into center field, left field, too. He's just an all-around great athlete, so it's not like Jeff McNeil, who they're like, oh, who's not a great athlete, but they're like, oh, he can play anywhere. He can rub dirt on his eyes. Sweeper catches the outside corner for strike 1. Fastball misses inside. Ball and a strike. The 1-1. Sinker fouled off into right field. The 1-2. Fastball misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Luke Malley, making his first start of this series behind the plate. Carter Jensen getting the day off. 2-2. Fastball fouled off into the right field seats. Do it again. So Manaea getting worked in this inning. 10-pitch AB to Tolbert, and now a 6-pitch AB here to Malley. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Got him with a changeup down and in. Third strikeout for Manaea, 2 out. All right. That'll bring up Lane Thomas, who delivered the set the tone on the first pitch of this game. First pitch, swinging again, but this time he doesn't make contact. Swings right through it. Cutter at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. Lane Thomas has been red hot. Last 7 games, batting .435. He has 8 extra base hits. That sinker catches the inside corner, and it's quickly 0-2. Fastball misses low. The 1-2. Ooh. Hit sharply out to left field. Soto coming across. Makes the catch. That could have been a lot worse. That was a fucking meatball. Meatball. I think you're a little hard on McNeil. McNeil's been my op for a long time. And I'm thoroughly enjoying him being one of the worst hitters in all of baseball while he is playing in a minor league ballpark. So that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the third. Game tied 1-1. How's Manaea pitching? Okay, aside from the first pitch home run to start off this game, he's been pitching efficiently. I think he's through 3 now, and he's thrown 42 pitches. So hopefully we can see him pitch into the 6th, maybe pitch through it, because this bullpen has definitely been used a decent amount in this series, and also a lot in Atlanta. By the way, Atlanta's pitching is falling apart. Huh? I wonder who their pitching coach is. There's a look at all the Rookie of the Years, I believe, for the Mets. 2019. Oh my God, Pete Alonso was that? All right, back to the top of the order. It'll be Ewing, Soto, and Bichette. Ewing flew out his first time up. He's 0-1. Now playing second base after Mark Vientos exited after getting hit on the wrist last inning. First pitch to Ewing. Fastball fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. I'm going to Pete Knight with my Fire Stearns chant. My fire shirt. 0-2. Swung on, miss at that changeup. The 0-2. Fastball fouled off. Swung on and missed at that changeup, completely fooled, and Ewing is down on strikes. 1 out. There's Soto. First pitch curveball sits high for ball 1. Soto struck out his last time up. Changeup misses high. 2-0. Two 2-0 to Soto. Fastball misses outside. 3-0. Bichette on deck. Three-0. Fastball misses low, but it's called a strike. Soto does not challenge. Instead, he calls a timeout. Did Wacha win a game for the Mets? I don't think so. Perhaps one. The 3-1, fastball misses down low, which is in the same spot, and the umpire does not call it in the same spot. But hey, whatever. Ball 4 to Soto, 1 out base runner for the Mets. That'll bring up Bichette. Who is the home plate umpire? Manny Gonzalez. I think I've heard that name before. Bichette's 0 for 1, grounded out in the first inning. First pitch cutter misses up and in. Bo had to vacate. That one's bounced sharply. Nice play by Tolbert. He flips it over to Witt. Witt with the turn to first, and it's a 4-6-3 double play. That'll end the inning. We go to the 4th, tied at 1. Worst umpire is that Jimenez guy. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, there's plenty that are bad. I don't know if Phil Cuzzy's still around. He's horrible. Vic Carapazza is a nightmare. Do I like the new coach? You mean the new manager? Andy Green? He's not going to be here next year, so I don't really have much of an opinion. This team really hasn't changed much since he came here, but whatever. Bobby Witt Jr. leads off for the Royals. He takes a sweeper up and away for ball one. Bobby grounded out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. And sweeper misses up and in for ball two. Same disappointments like last year, only it's worse. The ends are near. Called strike on a sinker that was out of the zone. Wasn't a strike, so this home plate umpire already having a really fun day. 2-1. Bobby Witt calls time. 2-1. Cutter misses inside. 3-1. Perez on deck. 3-1. Driven high in the air, deep to left field. Soto goes for a courtesy look, but it is gone over the short stanchion in left field. Bobby Witt Jr. with his 13th home run of the year gives the Royals a 2-1 lead. So the top two right-handed hitters in this lineup have now gone deep against Manaea, one in the first on the first pitch, and now one in the fourth. And the Mets now are down 2-1. Bobby Witt Jr. Here's Salvador Perez. First pitch sweeper misses outside. So Manaea continuing to struggle with the long ball / extra base hits against right-handed hitters. This one is driven high in the air to right field. It's carrying a little bit as Bench has to backpedal. Lands at the end of the warning track. Makes the catch. 1 out. I thought the Royals were the worst team in baseball. Surprise! There's another team that's really bad. I'm pretty sure whoever wins this series will be the second worst team in baseball, and whoever loses it will be the worst. Pretty sure. Unless there's somebody else. First pitch fastball on the outside part of the plate for a strike to Starling Marte, who had an infield single his first time up. 0-1. Changeup called a strike at the top of the zone, which was not a strike. So again, this umpire is having quite a day already. We've only been an hour in. 0-2. Fastball misses down and in. Just missed down and in. 1-2. The 1-2. Grounded to third. Beatty now in at third base. Makes the play. Throws to first. 2 out. Do we have the worst starting staff in the NL? I don't think so, no. We have one of the bottom ones, but I'm pretty sure in the NL, I believe it's... Is it the Reds? No, it's not the Reds. It's the Giants, maybe? I'm not sure. Let's see. Hold on. First pitch strike in there to Nick Lofton. Struck out his last time up. That one's lifted to shallow center field. Tyrone Taylor coming in. Makes the catch. And that will retire the side, but not before Bobby Witt Jr. gives the Royals the lead with a solo home run, his 13th of the year. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Kansas City. Worst starting staff. Let's see. All right, well, let's see. Positional splits. We do have one of the worst, but I don't know if we are the worst. No. Colorado is the worst. Mets are 27th in earned run average, and their starting staff is 17th in wins above replacement. So they don't have the worst, but they have one of the worst. Yeah, they're second to last in the National League. Teams that are worse than them, Houston has been a nightmare, and then the Athletics, who pitch in a just minor league ballpark, are worse as well. Mets, as a starting staff, have a 4.75 earned run average, which is not great. But Benj, Alvarez, and Young for the Mets here in the home fourth, down 2-1. First pitch sinker at the top of the zone for strike one. Benj scored the only run for the Mets on a RBI double by Jared Young in the second inning. Walked his first time up. The 0-2 lifted to left field. Isaac Collins got it lined up towards the line. Makes the catch, 1 out. There's Alvarez. Alvarez struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. First pitch slider misses up and away for ball 1. Wacha now approaching the 60 pitch mark here in the fourth inning. 1-0. Called strike and a slider. It wasn't a strike at all. Ball and a strike. The 1-1. Change up down and in. That's the one you're going to challenge? Brother. Guys, I'm losing my mind. 1 and 2, Mets lose a challenge. I just can't, man. I can't. 1-2, swung on and missed at a high-ended fastball. Amazing AB there, Alvarez. Amazing. That was exquisite. 2 out. Fucking ridiculous. Here's Jared Young. Drove in the only run for the Mets so far today. Takes a first pitch cutter on the outer half of the plate for strike 1. RBI double his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Changeup fouled off. 0-2. This team is so bad, but I just still, with the IQ of these young players we have, of the fucking big four that wasn't. Fastball misses down and in. It continues to drive me nuts. They're just they are the dumbest human beings I've ever seen in my life. 1-2. Fastball foul back to the screen. The 1-2. Curveball misses down and in. Skips past Mahle. 2-2. 2-2 to Young. Ripped into right center field, but that's going to stay up for Caglione, who comes in from his left. And that'll retire the side. We're through 4. We go to the 5th. Mets down 2-1. Make sure to leave a like if you guys have not already. Be greatly appreciated. Alvy's a must trade. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. I'm sorry. I really don't. The thing is that you have to look at the scheme. It's like, who else is gonna catch for you? Catcher's market's not gonna be the best. Lorenz is not a starting caliber catcher. Neither is Hayden Sanger. Oh, you're kind of just stuck with hoping Alvarez figures it out. Unfortunately. Not like I'm making him untouchable, though. I just don't think it's going to happen. There's Caglione. Caglione. It's a first pitch for a strike. And it's 0-1. Caglione struck out his last time up. The 0-1 fastball fouled away. Manaea sets the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Got him with a high fastball. Manaea's 4th strikeout of the day. Second time Caglione has struck out. 1 out. That'll bring up Isaac Collins. First pitch swinging, tapped right back to Manaea. Manaea to his right off the mound. Throws to first. Plenty of time, 2 out. I don't think he's a top 10 catcher. But the surplus of catchers in this league that are probably going to be made available are not many. There's Ryan Jeffers. That's about it. But the Mets are not going to be buying at the deadline. Here's Tolbert. Bluffs a bunt. Takes it away. Sweeper misses outside for ball 1. Tolbert grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The 0-1. Sinker misses down and in. To Tolbert, grounded up the middle. Ewing smothers it on the backhand, but he has absolutely no play against the speed of Tolbert. That's the 4th hit of the day for the Royals. And it's a 2-out base runner. That'll bring up Luke Malley. Trade Alvarez for Cal, who says no. I don't think he's getting traded. I'm not saying you guys, what you guys are saying in the chat is wrong, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So, first pitch fastball is fouled back by Luke Malley. Malley struck out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Tolbert taking a massive lead off first. Pickoff attempt by Amaya. Oof. Young had to do some gymnastics there to catch that one. Young looking in the dugout to see if the Mets want to challenge. They may have got him. He's out. He's out. Got him on the helmet. Nice play there by Young. It looks like the Mets are going to challenge. That is a good challenge there. I think they got him. Yeah. This shouldn't take that long. So, there's the reaction, Manaea. And, yep, call is overturned, and that'll retire the side. We are halfway through here in Queens. The Mets down 2-1. Listen, I am not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. The guy has been a giant cock tease the entire time he's been here, but I just don't think it's going to happen given the situation. If Alvarez doesn't catch, he has no value. I mean, he doesn't catch well. Like, his defense isn't good. He can still improve on it because he's 24 years old, which is probably the upside to what it is. But, again, I just don't think it's going to happen. I get what you guys are saying. You guys know how hard I am on Alvarez. You guys know. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I wouldn't expect it to happen. And I wouldn't be disappointed if it doesn't. All right. So Tyrone Taylor will lead off, get his first AB of the day. He came in batting order-wise for Vientos, who left after getting hit on the wrist. Getting AB against the right-hander, which usually we don't see. First pitch fastball fouled back into the seats, and it's 0-1. That's another thing. Who are you replacing him with? Because, like, Torrens is not an everyday catcher. Whether people want to say it, he's not an everyday catcher. Sanger's not an everyday catcher. That's the thing. Premium positions are premium positions. That's the argument for Lindor, too. Slider misses outside. If you're looking to compete, again, if you're looking to compete and win a championship, who are you going to replace him with? So, again, I'm not saying you're wrong, though. 2-1 to Taylor. The 2-1. Driven out to left field. Back goes Collins onto the track at the wall. It is gone. This game is tied. Tyrone Taylor, his 6th home run of the year. That 2nd hit of the day. Tyrone Taylor, the late substitute, coming in for Mark Vientos in the batting order to play center field. Doesn't usually get many ABs against righties. And Tyrone Taylor ties the game here. Solo shot to the left field balcony there. Nice. Tyrone Taylor, the known hooper. Damn right. Here's Beatty. First pitch changeup in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Swung on and missed. A changeup, and it's 0-2. Would you do Weaver for rushing? That I would consider. If that was an offer, but I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't think there's gonna be really major league ready talent in exchange for relievers. 0-2 to Beatty. Sinker misses inside. One, 2. Changeup misses down and in. 2-2. There's a look at Tyrone Taylor's homer. Yeah, you move Lindor if you're going to be in a deep rebuild, and you can't rebuild because you have Soto here. You're not going to waste Soto's prime already as in comparison to what you've already done. Changeup foul back to the screen. It's just they don't really have the ploy to do it. I get there's people that want him gone, but it's like, where are you going from there? Because you're going to be looking to compete because you have Soto here. 2-2. Grounded, past Witt and into center field. Brett Beatty has a single following the home run from Taylor. Still nobody out. That'll bring up Torrens. Screen's glitching out. What the fuck's going on here, man? All right, Brett Beatty, man. He's got a 9-game hitting streak. I mean, he's just so here. He's arrived. Here's Torrens. Fastball misses up and in. Lindor might be declining. I wouldn't say that. Wouldn't say that. Swings and misses at that sinker. He's just in a lost season. That's pretty much it. There's not really much that concerns me about Lindor right now. Maybe in a few years, but right now, no. He's hitting the ball hard. Really hasn't played that much. Sinker fouled off. One, 2, line to right field. Caglione comes over to his left, makes the catch. Beatty gets back to first in time. 1 out. Well, in comparison to Rollins, Tulowitzki, Nomar, in comparison to those guys, Lindor's a better player than all of them. Horrible jump by Beatty, but he does get the stolen base, his 4th of the year, as wow, he would have been out. If that throw was good, he would have been out by a mile. Jeez. 4th stolen base of the year for Beatty. Here's Ewing. 1-0 is fouled off. Ewing's 0 for 2 today. Nomar was a better hitter at his peak. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Slapped into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Beatty will stop at third. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Actually, I take that back. He was a little bit better than Lindor at his peak. But again, if you're going to make the argument of guys going into their age, his best seasons were when he was younger. But Ewing just keeps on hitting. Runners at the corners here. Mets have a chance to take the lead with the generational Juan Soto up to the plate. Yeah, no more had that incredible 2000 season. But yeah. He had 2 seasons that were better offensively. Maybe 3. Also, Lindor, better defender as well. So yeah, I take that back. My bad. No, it does. It does. And it's stupid. It's dumb. Here's Soto. First pitch. Fastball at the bottom part of the zone. Soto's going to challenge that. I don't think that's getting overturned, though. So the Mets have lost their challenges here in the 5th inning. The 0-1. Curveball misses in the dirt. Nice block there by Malley. Ball on a strike. Mets are 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position so far today. 1-1. Fastball popped foul into the seats. One, 2 to Soto. Changeup misses outside. 2-2. Wacha about to throw his 90th pitch of the day. This will likely be his last inning, as the Mets have definitely put their pressure on him for this game. 2-2. Sinker misses inside. Count runs full. Bichette on deck. Wacha sets. Pickoff attempt at first base. And Ewing's back there safely. Wacha sets once again. Another pickoff attempt. Ewing's back there, so now he has a free pass to try and steal second, which could be something they're trying to bait towards him because he's kind of struggled stealing bases. Full count still to Soto. 3-2 misses outside as Ewing did go, but that'll load the bases. With one out, here's Bichette. Who's the pitcher for the Mets? My contacts are not in. Manaea. Manaea's pitching. Why didn't Beatty score? He's dumb. He's pretty dumb. Here's Bichette. First pitch fastball misses down and in for ball one. Bichette's 0 for 2 today. Rounded to a double play his last time up. The 1-0. Sinker's fouled off into the screen. Bases loaded, one out. The 1-1. Sinker up and in. Ball two. Bichette had to vacate. Two one, change up, fouled into the left field screen. 2-2. Walking now at 95 pitches. Two. Lifted high in the air to center field. This should get a run home. Beatty tags. Catch is made by Thomas. The throw will go to third, and the Mets take the lead here in the fifth. Sacrifice fly for Bo Bichette. Perfect situational hitting. And the Mets have the lead here. That guy's still on the team. Oh, Manaea. Manaea hasn't been, like, completely awful, as that one is popped up in a shallow center field. It's going to drop. And 2 runs are going to come into score as that throw to third gets away. Ewing's in to score. So is Soto. Carson Bench goes to third. We'll see what they rule that, as the Mets now have a 5-2 lead here in the fifth. Wow. Okay. I don't know what just happened there because I was a little bit off guard, but it went over the head of Bobby Witt Jr. He gave it to Thomas to make the throw. Soto went to third, and the throw got away. Soto came in to score. Benj went to third. And, yeah. It's a 2-run double, maybe? Something like that. Single. Okay. So it's going to be ruled a hit and an error. Here's Alvarez. Good base running there by Soto. Alvarez swings through that fastball. It's 1-1. That was very odd. But 5-2. Swung on and missed at that slider. 1-2. Alvarez has struck out 2 times already. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Double and an error. Looks like it's single and an error. Single on a fly ball. Yeah. So throwing error by Lane Thomas. And then the runner comes in to score. One, two. Sinker fouled off into the right field seats. Waka is now eclipsed 100 pitches, now at 101. This will likely be his last batter as Lucas Erceg warms up in the bullpen for Kansas City. 1-2 to Alvarez. Slider misses high and away. 2-2. Change up fouled down the third base line. A big draft follower. Yeah, I can't wait for the MLB draft. I'm excited to see what they do. Definitely excited. I've been debating whether to do a watch along with that, obviously, with Andrew. We'll see. 2-2, lined into left field. That's going to fall right in front of Collins as he blocks it, kind of hockey style. Benj comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Francisco Alvarez. The Mets have now put up 5 in this 5th inning. That'll be it for Wacha. 6-2 New York. Did we get Benj get to second and third? How did Benj get to second and third? It was a bloop hit into center field. Lane Thomas threw to third, and that throw got away. Soto came in to score, and then Benj got to third. Y'all were saying that part of Alvarez's game is not my problem with him. Really wanted to savage that draft, but I'd rather have Benj. Pitchers are hard with first round talent. Those are not easy to come by, and a lot of pitchers drop to the second round and third round because of it. So I don't know. I think they did a good job with Benj. A high floor pick. I was a little concerned about that swing he has, where he just does not get cheated. But I'll tell you, that bat just explodes through the zone. His swing decisions are just phenomenal. And he's really looked like quite a hit for this team. Listen, these draft picks in the first round, for them to be considered either a bust or a success, they have to be everyday players at the major league level. And that's what Benj has been. So he's been a success so far. Brett Beatty in the first round, not an everyday player. Bust. Oh, I'm sorry, you got a hit, guys. My bad. Jared Young will face Lucas Erceg, with the Mets already with 5 runs home in this inning. Benai in the 6th. Depends on how long he has to wait out there. Let's see. First pitch to Young misses low for ball 1. 63. Yeah, he'll be out there for the 6th. The 1-0. Driven towards the left center field gap. That's going to split the outfielders. Cut off by Collins in left field. Jared Young slides into second. Just got under the tag there. His second double of the day. Alvarez stops at third. The Mets' 7th hit of this game. And that'll bring up Beatty. Second and third here, 2 out. As the Mets just keep on hitting here in the 5th inning. Wouldn't give Parada a shot. I don't think he's that good. That's the thing. Would you trade Jared Young? I don't think I would trade Jared Young, no. I think he definitely fills your bench a lot better. Kill righties off the bench and also has positional versatility. He's in pre-arb. Pick DeCaro in the third round of this draft. All right, yeah, we'll see. I got to do a little bit more research on who I want. Maybe we'll do a watch along to it. We'll see. I've been debating. Fastball fouled off from Tyrone Taylor. Taylor home run, hit a home run his first time up, excuse me, coming into the game as a defensive replacement with Mark Vientos exiting the game after getting hit on the wrist by a pitch. He homered to tie this game. So the Mets have batted around here in the fifth as they've scored 5 runs in this frame. Chance for more. Did I say Beatty was supposed to be up? First, it's Taylor. My bad. 1-2. Fastball hit in the air. Just foul. They're in the right field corner. Taylor seemed to be off the races right there, but there's his home run against Wacha, against a right-handed pitcher, which is a platoon he doesn't usually face as much. Nice clutch hitting there from Roan. Six home runs on the year. Will this be his last month with the Mets? You never know. The 1-2. Slider in the dirt. 2-2. I would trade Tyrone Taylor, personally. But it doesn't seem like he's really in many talks for anything. I don't know why, though. He's going to be a free agent. So, and then you also have Nick Morabito on your 40-man, who I think should get some run if you sell at the deadline, or likely going to sell at the deadline. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. 2-2. Slider misses down and away in the dirt. Count runs full. Beatty on deck. First base open. Three 2 to Taylor. Sinker's pounded into the ground, up the line to third baseman Nick Lofton, who throws out Taylor on the run, and that finally puts this inning to a close. The Mets score 5 in this frame. They lead 6-2. We go to the 6th. We'll see how long Manaea can stretch it for. Did you just say Taylor came in the game for Mark Vientos? Where the world is Vientos playing? Vientos exited the game. He was hit by the pitch on the wrist. And then Beatty moved from second to third. Ewing went from center field to second base, and then Tyrone Taylor came in as the center fielder. Taylor's a goner. Yeah, I think he gets traded, but we're seeing, SNY talking heads saying, "Oh, he's not going to get moved." I'm like, he's a free agent at the end of the year. So what are you going to do? You're just going to hold on to him? It's just dumb. Ridiculous. Luke Malley will lead off for the Royals here on the road 6th against Sean Manaea, who had quite a bit of resting time in that 5th inning. For those of you in here, make sure to hit the like button if you have not already. First pitch to Malley. Sinker is fouled off. It just caught a piece of that. The velo on that sinker was 88 miles an hour, so something to monitor there with Manaea. Something that he's been accustomed to do, losing his velo a little bit in the middle innings. Fastball is fouled off. That one 89. It's 0-2. Malley's 0 for 2 today. Struck out twice. Got him looking. Fastball on the outer part of the plate. And Malley's down on 3 pitches, 1 out. Yeah, Ewing at second base. Roberts coming back, which I want to happen. I want that to happen. Because if Robert can play a little bit, you can get something back for him. And then also, I don't need to see Brett Baty in the lineup. So there's that. Covering all the bases. Sweeper misses inside to Lane Thomas, who has been a thorn in the Mets' side in this series, and he drives that one out to right field. Benj on the warning track, a few steps to the wall, makes the catch, so Lane Thomas is retired. Gives us a little bit of a scare, 2 out. See how long Manaea goes. You can see him throw a pitch in the 7th. That would be big. He's going to face Bobby Witt Jr. here, however, who homered against him in the 4th inning. Manaea with a long hold. Now he sets, fires, sinker misses outside for ball 1. (1-0). Fastball in the inner part of the plate, just catches it. Called for a strike. 1-1. Another 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Manaea right there. So, again, something to look out for. Change up, down and away. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Sweeper misses outside. 3-1. Salvador Perez on deck. As Witt calls time. Gets back in the box. Manaea sets. 3-1 sinker is fouled off into the right field seats. Count runs full. (3-2). Fastball carved foul to the right field seats once again. All right, there's 92 from Manaea. That's good. (3-2) to Witt. Driven high in the air towards the right center field gap, but Taylor cutting across to his left, makes the catch, flips it over to Benj with a smile on his face, and that retires the side. So Manaea keeps on cruising. He's through 6 with plenty of bullets left. Mets up 6-2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. You have to pick up the last 9 million. That's fine. If you have to cover it for that, it's whatever. I have that fear too. I do have that fear too. Who gets sent down if Robert comes up? It will likely be Wagaman, I'm going to guess. Gonna guess it's Wagaman because Beatty can move to the bench. And then so can Vientos, who both can play the infield. I'm going to guess it's going to be Wagaman. And then... Or it could be Vientos. You never know. Doubt it. All right. Yeah, Vientos also could be put on the IL as well, so you never know. Beatty will lead off for the Mets here in the home sixth. Definitely broke his hand. Yeah, we'll see what the imaging looks like. I don't know if we have any updates on it, but let's see. Nothing yet. All right, home sixth. Here's Beatty. First pitch swinging, rounds to second. Tolbert up with it, throws to first in time, 1 out. A lot of camps present today. Vientos is out of options. Either he figures it out or it's DFA time, which it seems like they're just continuing to give him the leash. So I've given up trying to even like justify it at this point. I'm just done. Called strike to Luis Torrens, who's 0 for 2 today. The 0-1, sinker high, but it's called a strike. Mets can't challenge because they're out of them. 0-2. The 0-2 bounced slowly to shortstop. Witt charging, throws to first on the run to get the not-so-speedy Torrens. 2 out. That'll bring up Ewing. Ewing singled his last time up. Out at an 810 OPS on the year. Also scored a run in that big 5th inning they had last frame. First pitch, slider, misses completely down and in for ball 1. Bounced over to second. Tolbert throws out Ewing. That'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3 in the home 6th. We go to the 7th. Sean Manaea will come back out. Plenty of bullets to go. Who was the opener today? Manaea. Manaea started it. Yep. Manaea started rocky, though. First pitch he threw was a home run to Lane Thomas. And then in the 4th inning, gave up a solo shot to Bobby Witt. And other than that, it's pretty much been 2 other hits with Matt, but he's been cruising. So there's that. Again, another guy, if you want to trade him. I don't know if he's been good enough to be appealing, though. That's the thing. Let's see. As a starter, yeah, 5.40 earned run out. Again, I don't think Manaea is going anywhere, but if you could try to load him off, I would definitely recommend it. Salvador Perez will lead off for the Royals in the 7th. You're telling me we have a pitcher going into the 7th inning? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. This is also a Royals team that just sucks complete balls, but hey, let's not forget this same Royals team beat the crap out of Manaea 2 years ago. Not really much has changed from that team either. Sweeper fouled off. A first pitch to Perez. Salvi has been silent so far today. However, has had a good series. The 0-1. Ripped into right field. Back goes Benj. A couple of strides. Makes the catch. 1 out. There's the probables for tomorrow. Nolan McLean. And he'll go up against the ever so consistent Sonny Gray. He's having another fantastic season. Here's Starling Marte. He's 1 for 2 and an infield single his first time up. First pitch sweeper misses outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Sinker carved foul. Ball and a strike. Didn't realize that Marte has 3 home runs in his career against Manaea. Wow. These guys were teammates, I think, at one point in Oakland. And also teammates here. Fastball's fouled away. No, wait. They may have not overlapped because I'm pretty sure Manaea was with San Diego. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. They were teammates here. 1-2. Sinker foul down the third base line. And Manaea's sitting about 90-91 here, so got to be careful. We're stuck with Vientos for another year now with his broken hand gimmick. Damn right. What's going on, Keith? What the hell we do to deserve this shit? I have absolutely no idea. Cutter's fouled off. Manaea sets the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got him with the changeup. Manaea's 6th strikeout of the day. 2 out. As is literally the dumbest player in the MLB. Yeah, Jazz is a character. First pitch, Swinker. Wow, that's a new pitch. Sweeper. Swung on and missed from Nick Loftin. It's 0-1. Lofton's 0 for 2 today. Sinker hits the zone for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 as Loftin calls time. Beck Way. One of the pieces in the Benintendi deal, which we figured out 2 nights ago. The 0-2. Sinker misses down and in. 1-2. Manaea now at 86 pitches on the day. You could see him in the 8th if he gets the quick out here. Sinker is hit down the right field line, going towards the seats, and it's out of play. Depends on who he faces. Let's see. Now about to throw his 88th pitch. Manaea at the belt. The 1-2, line to the left field. That's down for a base hit. And it gets past Soto, cutting it off to his left. And Loftin will go to second. So I'm going to guess that's an error on Soto. And a hit. So single plus an error. Loftin goes to second. 2 out base runner in scoring position for Kansas City. That'll bring up Jack Caglione. Soto, come on, dude. Swung on and missed at that first pitch sweeper from Manaea to Caglione. Caglione has struck out twice already against Manaea. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Hoping to avoid a third. Sweeper misses outside for ball 1. Could be the end of the road here from Manaea, but either way, solid outing from him. The 1-1 ripped down the right field line. That's going to go all the way to the corner and all the way to the wall. Nick Lofton will come in to score. Caglione in with an RBI double. It is a 3-run game here in the 7th. That likely will be it for Manaea. However, he did pitch one hell of a game, I will say. Caglione, after striking out back-to-back ABs against Manaea, finally gets him there, drives in a run, and it looks like Manaea will exit, or maybe he won't. Justin Willard is going to go out to the mound. My bad. So he's going to get another batter. Oscar Brazaban warming up for the Mets right now. Likely will pitch to the next batter. Here's Isaac Collins, 0 for 2. Grounded out to the pitcher twice already. Runner at second, 2 out. First pitch fastball misses up and away for ball 1. We make Soto a DH. Tired of his half-ass effort in left field. I think he's been average in left field this year. He's been okay. Better than him playing right field. Sinker misses inside for ball 2. I don't know. The 2-0. Fastball fouled off. 2-1. Yeah, Soto should be in left field. I also don't need this team giving themselves a reason to play Brett Beatty in left field. So, no thanks. The 2-1. Cutter misses just outside. No challenges remaining for the Mets, so it doesn't really matter. 95 pitches for Manaea. Luke Malley on deck. The 3-1. Fastball misses inside for ball 4. And 2 out and 2 on here. The tying run will come up to the plate. It'll be Tyler Tolbert. And it looks like Andy Green is going to give Manaea Tolbert. So, we'll see. Manaea in a bit of the jam. Velo a little bit down. I don't know if I like this call, but we will find out. First pitch squares for a bunt, and it rolls a little bit up the first base line. Torrens pounces on it, throws to first in time, and that'll retire the side. Across, sharp day for Sean Manaea. 7 innings of 3-run ball. Stretch time here at Citi Field, 6-3 New York. Move this a little bit. Tolbert does have the speed to beat out that bunt, but yeah, I mean, listen, but it was not executed well. He probably figured, hey, our defense likes to shit itself sometimes, but hey. Just got some breaking news from the NBA world here. It looks like the Clippers trade for Kawhi Leonard to go to the Raptors will not be complete until the NBA's investigation is done with the Clippers. So, yeah. So the trade has been agreed with in principle. I don't remember what their... I don't know what that was, but what did the Clippers do? I don't watch the NBA. I forget what it was. It was some kind of like... I think it was like... It was some like partner of Steve Ballmer who was like committing fraud, and it had connections to their funding or some... I forget what it was. It's something like that. But hey, Clippers be the Clippers, I guess. There's a reason why that team hasn't won jack shit in 53 years. Soto will lead off for the Mets here in the home 7th against Beck Way. Racist owner and now a fraud. Yeah. Clippers have gone through the ringer. All right. Well, day is done for Manaea. Productive day, to say the least. First pitch to Soto, sinker on the inner half of the plate for strike one. Beck Way pitched in that marathon of a game. The series opener. Cutter is fouled off into the left field seats. Soto's 0 for 1 in total today. He's walked twice. Scored a run his last time up in that big 5th inning for the Mets, where they put up 5 runs. Take decent command of this game. The 0-1, sweeper misses low. The 1-2 swung on and hit deep to right center field. That one is going to clear the back of the bullpen and into the bleachers there. It's gone. Juan Soto, his 21st home run of the year. It's a solo shot, and the Mets get the run back. It's 7-3 New York. Juan Soto. Did you guys see where that pitch was? He just freaking tattooed that thing. That pitch was a sinker down and in running towards him, and he just laced the damn thing 435 feet. Unreal. The hell just happened? The hell? Okay. Bichette pops it up on shallow right field. Caglione takes charge, makes the catch, 1 out. What the hell just happened? Did you guys just see that? Okay. Soto flips his bat there. Okay. I think it was just a dugout angle. Okay, well. Okay, first pitch to Benj, laced into left field. That's going to fall for a base hit right in front of Collins. 1 out hit for Carson Benj. As this kid just keeps on hitting. That's 9th hit of the day. Here's Alvarez. First pitch swinging, grounds it to shortstop. Witt over to Tolbert, on to first for a 6-4-3 double play, and that'll retire the side. Juan Soto adds to the Mets total, gets the run back. His 21st home run of the year, an absolute piss missile, 435 feet to the right center field gap. 7-3 New York. We go to the 8th. Okay. You guys didn't see. Okay. Well, thank you for listening to our play-by-play. Appreciate it. We try our best. Alvarez is so bad. A lot of that, man. Huskar Brazaban will come in. You guys know what that means. All right, so Manaya's day is done. 6 innings, a 3-run ball. Well done. Let's go to the bullpen.
Dominican Republic, he who was scarred, Brazo back and threw on dancing feet. 6'3", lean and mean, right arm slinging fire. Late bloomer legend took the long road higher. Signed with the Rockies, bounce around the grind. In Miami, called bullpen savior in his prime. Sweeper got that nasty bite, slider got the dip. Hit a C and go yelling, step bro, help me quick. Step bro, man of many talents, dropping heat in the pen. Yeah, he handles all the challenge from the island to Queens, wearing number 43. Dominican pride, shining, setting hitters free. Step bro, twisting up the game, multi-talented warrior, forever bringing flame. Who was God, Brazo playing when the bullpen's on the line. Step bro steps in and everything's just fine.
All right, Brazaban out to the mound. Been turvy for him recently, and that blow-up outing there in Atlanta, and escaped a lot of trouble. Hopefully he's refreshed. It's 0-1 to Luke Malley, switch hitter, now batting left. Called strike, sinker, and it's 0-2. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Got him with the single.
Man of many talents.
First pitch sinker, the bottom part of the zone for strike one. So 4 pitches, 4 strikes so far for Brazaban. Lane Thomas homered on the first pitch of this game. 1 for 3 on the day. Cutter misses outside for ball 1. One. Changeup fouled down the third base line. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got him. On the changeup. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the outing for Brazaban. 2 out. That'll bring up Bobby Witt. Witt has a home run in his career against Brazaban. First pitch changeup is fouled back. 0-2. Witt also homered in this game in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 3. The 0-1 swung on and missed at that cutter out of the zone, and it's 0-2. Witt calls time, gets back in the box. Brazoban engages, throws, cutter fouled off. Torrens sheds his mask, tries to make that catch, but can't. I didn't know that was going to stay in play. Out of his reach. The 0-2. Lifted high in the air to left field. This will stay in the park on the edge of the warning track. Soto drifts back, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Brazoban on 11 pitches. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Mets up 7-3. This is becoming Soto's team. Lindor's like Woody to Buzz. Yeah, we'll see. I hate to say it to everybody, but I don't think either of them are going anywhere. It'll be Young, Taylor, and Beatty for the Mets against Jose Cuas, who we learned that is how we say his name. He'll pitch the bottom of the 8th. All right. Here's Young to lead off the inning. Cutter misses completely inside as Young has to vacate. Carter Jensen into catch now. With Malley out of the game. That one is grounded slowly to the right side. Cuas picks it up and dives for the bag. And Young just tripped over him. I hope he's okay. He got up and he left. Now let's not forget, Young earlier in the season, in his knee, got torn meniscus surgery. So there could be a concern there. We don't know. But he definitely landed awkwardly there. So Jose Cuas also being looked at by the trainer. Looks like he's okay. Young just walked off. Okay, so we'll see if that means anything, but either way, one dramatic out to start off the 8th. Tyrone Taylor will come up. That'll bring up Tyrone Taylor, who homered in his first plate appearance, coming in for Vientos in the batting order. First pitch sinker misses down and in for ball 1. The 1-0, ripped down the left field line, heading towards the corner. That is a fair ball off the wall. Tyrone Taylor will dig into second with a 1-out double, his second hit of the day, his second extra base hit of the day. Mets' 10th hit of this game. That'll bring up Brett Baty. Tyrone Taylor, have yourself a day. Another hit against a right-hander. Here's Baty. First pitch, fastball misses outside for ball 1. Baty singled and scored a run in that big 5th inning for the Mets offense. The 1-0 swung on and missed at that sinker. Devin Williams getting up for the Mets, as he is available today, alongside Savion Curry, who finished the game yesterday. 1-1. Cutter misses down and in. Two 2-1. Sinker fouled off into the left field seats. Another middle pitch taken to the opposite field. I'm sorry. I have to do it. I can't help myself. 2-2. Swung on and missed at that high fastball. Baty's down on strikes. 2 out. Braves up 6-4 in the 6th inning in Pittsburgh. Here's Luis Torrens. Torrens is hitless today, 0 for 3. First pitch sinker misses inside for ball 1. Cyclones are going to be on TV for SNY. So those of you who have SNY, go watch them. See Mitch Voigt play, one of our top prospects, first round pick last year. Fastball misses inside. He has been red hot, by the way. He has started off a little slow, but he's been fantastic since like the beginning of May. There's the NL East standings. Mets 15 games out. Very reachable. Check swing foul. Sinker down the first base line. 2-1. Two 2-1 to Torrens. Fastball nicks the inside corner. 2-2. Two to Torrens. Fastball misses inside. Count runs full. Ewing on deck. Was sets the 3-2. Misses outside for ball 4. And Terenz is on. Make it first and second with 2 out here for A.J. Ewing, who will get his 5th AB of the day. Ewing singled his last time up. 1 for 4 on the day, sitting at an 805 OPS. First offering from Quas on the way. Swung on and missed at a high fastball. Zone 1. The 0-1 called strike on the inner half of the plate. 0-2 to Ewing. The 0-2 swung on and missed, got him with the fastball. Ewing down on 3 pitches. Mets still up 7-3. Devin Williams will come out to the mound. Try and finish this one off as the Mets are 3 outs away from a series win. All right. So Beatty. Okay. Francisco Lindor comes in to play shortstop as Bo Bichette will move to third. Ewing will go back to center field. Tyrone Taylor out of the game. And Beatty will go to second base. So some defensive alignments here in the top of the 9th. Brazoban's still out there, so I guess not Devin Williams. What's going on, Ray? How you doing? There's a montage here of the 86 team, which will be celebrating 40 years this year. Should be fun. Or no, Devin Williams is in. Okay, so this thing just glitched. Lots of defensive changes. Lindor in as a defensive replacement. Interesting. Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-1 to Salvador Perez. Williams, it's been an odd year. 13 for 15 on saves. Has had good outings, has had some bad ones. Inconsistent. That one is grounded to first. Jared Young, good to see that he's okay. Blocks that one, knocks it down. Plenty of time to get the not-so-fast Salvador Perez 1 out. That'll bring up Josh Rojas. Pinch hit for Starling Marte. Lindor. Shortstop. Not sure why he didn't play today, but hey, whatever. Swung on a miss at that changeup. Rojas loses his helmet in doing so, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Fastball in the inner part of the plate for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 here to Rojas. Not sure. Really not sure, to be honest. 0-2. Fastball fouled off. We'll see. No update's been given yet, so can't tell if that's good or bad news. The 0-2 changeup misses. Third base umpire said he didn't go. 1-2. The 1-2. Strike 3 called. Got him with the changeup. Just nicked that bottom part of the zone. 2 out. Got to bring up Nick Lofton. Agreed. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Basically the MO of this team this year. What can you say? First pitch to Lofton. Changeup misses. Inside for ball 1. Lofton's 1 for 3 today. Singled his last time up. Scored a run. Quickly on his RBI double. 1-0. Fastball popped up. And it'll go towards the first base seats. 1-1. The 1-1. Changeup pulled. Foul into the third base corner. As Lofton takes time. One, 2. Changeup misses in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Grounded through the hole and into left field for a base hit. Royals' 7th hit of the day. We've got a 2-out base runner. That'll bring up Caglione. Never be easy, right? Changeup misses outside to Caglione as Lofton takes second on defensive indifference. Williams sets the 1-0. Foul, fastball fouled back. Ball and a strike. Caglione, RBI double his last time up. 1 for 3 on the day. The 1-1 from Williams. Fastball misses inside. Two and one. Williams sets. He fires. 2-1. Changeup misses low. 3-1. Isaac Collins on deck. If Caglione can get on. Royals down to their final out. Williams sets the 3-1. Bounce to the right side. This should do it. Beatty shovels it over to first, and that'll do it here as the Mets grab a series victory over the Kansas City Royals following a series opener, which was just a marathon of disgustingness. Juan Soto homers in this game. Tyrone Taylor comes off the bench, ties the game. Sean Manaea with 7 very stellar innings here in this series finale. The Mets get to Wacha early in the fifth. 5-run inning in the 5th. And the Mets get themselves a series victory. And they will not leave this series the worst team in all of baseball. So we take it. Either way, guys, podcast tomorrow, episode 223 of the Mets Weekly Podcast. We're going to recap the Royals series. We'll talk a little bit about the injuries to Austin Warren, possibly Mark Vientos. We don't know. But either way, thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's watch-along stream. Make sure to subscribe to the Mets Weekly YouTube channel. Turn on those post notifications. And for those of you watching on playback, you want to join the conversation in the future, make sure to follow us either on TikTok or on X. Follow all of us individually. The links are all in the description. Let's go, Mets, and we will see you guys next time.